Yo, what
Yo.
up, Internet? Welcome to Bricks and Beer, episode 25? Sure, yeah, I think it's 25. Aaron, you want to tell us about the beer tonight? This is Aaron, by the way.
Hello, Internet. I'm Aaron. Well, we're welcoming Bricks and Beer to Canada. Is this the first Canadian in Canada episode?
This is the first
And
international
now, if I point at
episode.
this, can I force you to do annotations about the earlier
You can try.
podcast
You can try.
about Canadians, and you were with Simon and Sam? So here, or no, and then maybe move it over here.
Yeah.
So that
And
you
then
have
we'll-
to like
then
put
we'll
up multiple
swap.
annotations. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, welcome to Canada. This is a down and easy Pacific Northwest ale. Local brewery from Vancouver Island, where I'm at, just outside of Vancouver. And it says Pacific Northwest, and we're in the Pacific Northwest, so I figured we drink Pacific Northwest ale. That's about all the reasoning.
Yeah. We gotta drink local. You know, we're here in Canada. I did cross international borders for all that, nonsense. So we're gonna swap. This is the Farmhand Saison. This is by Driftwood Beer, traditional Belgian style Saison. This is also local, right?
Yeah, that's
This is,
Vancouver Island as well. So they're on Vancouver Island.
Yeah. So we'll try a little bit of this. We're gonna be polite, like polite Canadians, and drink out of glasses. And we'll just kind of see how this goes. There's no real plan, as always, for any of this shit.
So this was the Saison that you handed me.
Correct.
And this is quite nice. Quite nice.
And then this is the Down Easy.
Does it go down easy?
Ooh, it does.
Nice,
It's great.
Nice.
You know what I gotta say? So we're gonna talk a little bit about Canada, obviously, because I'm here, and there's a lot of weird, subtle differences that I'm noticing between America and here. This is the fucking smallest hotel water cup I've ever had. This is like it's like an eighth of an inch wider than a Dixie cup.
It'd be good rocks glass. Good rocks glass.
Yeah. It kind of feels like we should be drinking like really fancy because we've got this very awesome background supplied by the casino here. Shout out to somewhere over here's a thing that says River Rock. You can't see that.
Can't read
Bird
that.
Nick. All right, this was a bad idea. So, what are we doing here? How'd I get here? Why am I in Canada? I got here because of this dude. Like, straight up. All these other people were telling me, Andrew, you gotta go to Canada, you gotta go to Brick Can, Aileen, Langrish, Lee, all these people, and then I get a fucking text message from Aaron. And we'll touch on that later. But I was like, fuck yeah, dude. We're gonna hang out. So I'm super stoked you're here.
I'm fucking pumped. I've watched every episode, and now I get to be in one. You mentioned me a couple times.
Yeah. We've told many stories about you. So all those stories are about this dude. One thing that I do want to talk about, and I didn't plan any of this, so if you don't want to fucking talk about this, that's fine. I've told the story a little bit. Do you want to tell about the year of building?
The year, okay, it wasn't quite a year. I think I did 280 some odd, I think. Oh god, this was years ago after my first con. After BrickCon.
So we met
BrickCon 08.
We met in 08. And you were
my
cool,
shit was weak.
But you weren't the super skilled player. And then the next year, all of a sudden, it was what happened? And you just went crazy.
I maybe a month or so after the first con, I just decided that Flickr was kind of cool back then.
Yeah.
Flickr was really cool, so I was going to post a Lego picture once a day for a year. And I got to 200 some odd days, and some of the days I was going out to the bar or whatever, so I took a picture of a minifig with a beer.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to Jizza tonight, this is my picture. But yeah, so 280 some odd days, I built little mocks, I'd stockpile mocks. It was kind of like Iron Builder, but my shit was shitty and small.
Yeah, but I felt like you put the hours in. That was the critical thing. You got that 10,000 hours right away, and everybody noticed. I'm not the only one. Fradel can attest to it. All these other dudes were like, dude, we met this kid who was a Brick Arms kid, and then the next year he came back and he was just killing it, dude. And then that launched into the whole Space Pirates thing, which is fucking great. I'm old as shit. I've realized this. Like, I've been in the scene too long. Like,
Yeah.
we have all these dumb stories from like 5 years ago.
I feel like I'm a year behind you, because your first was BrickCon 2007.
Mm-hmm.
And I missed BrickCon 2007,
Yeah.
which was the Omicron.
Yeah.
And the next year I show up and Chief Lug does the
We
hangar.
did the hangar.
And I
which
didn't know
was
about the
pretty
hangar.
great.
I could build a Viper. I like that show. I built space.
Oh, man.
I haven't. I feel kind of bad that I haven't built a Viper.
It's like... I
done.
don't know. It's done.
It's
and
done,
like,
but it's so sweet.
I have my Vipers and shit, but it's like it's done. Like,
hand me the down easy.
All right.
Yeah.
It does go down easy. It's quite good. So I was super stoked about this because like Aaron and I have been texting like, oh fuck, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna come to Canada, and he's just like, yo, we're drinking local, and he fucking texts me a picture of all these local beers, and I'm like, I don't have to do any work. You're welcome, internet.
Sponsored by Canada.
So let's talk about Canada. Let's talk about. I want to tell this story, and I've already told this story a couple of times this weekend. So bear with me.
No, I like it. It's good.
I've had a fucking weird trip here. I wore shout out to Vlad, aka Brickster Tees. I wore the Everything is Awesome shirt, which is kind of like one of those shirts that straddles the line between like super Lego nerdy and like hipster cool, because it's got like a cursive font and it's not real like bricky. Like it's like it got a brick, but it's not like the patent logo or something. So I'm waiting at LAX to go through security and TSA, and I'm constantly terrified of like getting tased and like, you know, just I don't do well with authority at times. But I walk up and the fucking chick starts singing "Everything is Awesome," and she goes for like a whole verse, not just the like "Everything is Awesome" and then stops. It's like it's cool when you're part of the team, and she's dancing, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Okay. So I go through LAX, and then I go and I get some beers and whatever, and I get on the plane. And I went to Vancouver, and I've been to Vancouver once before. I took a trip to Alaska. We took a cruise. We went to Granville Island. We were only here for like one day, so I got like a very tiny snapshot of like, hey, here's Vancouver. And really it was more like...
a small slice of a park.
Yeah, it was more like, here's like Granville Island, which is super cool. It's basically like a permanent farmer's market, restaurant, bar, hipster, super cool cultural mall kind of thing. We have an equivalent in LA called The Grove, which is like, they do a lot of dumb TV shit out of there, which...
And Pike Place in Seattle.
Yeah, it's kind of, it feels very similar.
Other Pike Place is way
so
cooler
like,
than
that's
those.
my context for Vancouver.
Yeah.
So I get on the plane, and the Asian stewardess is like, oh, going home. I'm like, what? No. Turns out, fucking 85% of the people here are Asian as fuck. Richmond in particular is all Chinese. Like, fucking all Chinese. Like, there's Chinese breakfast at the buffet. There's Chinese weird rice porridge dishes at the fucking casino food court.
What is the slot machine?
The slot. Oh my god. We're gonna do the thing that's fucking terrible, which is I'm gonna show you some photos on the phone. So there's a couple of slot machines, and you know some of them make sense, like Opulent Phoenix. You could maybe see that. It says Opulent Phoenix. Man, this is terrible. AKA the worst idea ever.
Raw, unedited.
Pretend you can see that. So you don't even have to see the next photo, but the slot machine next to it is named Regimental Dragon. I'm not sure why it's regimented. I'm not sure why it's strict and disciplined.
Welcome home, Andrew.
So I came home to Canada, to my people, who are a big deal here, apparently. So there's that weird thing. I get on the plane, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is weird. And then I go to customs, and we have this letter that's like this hardcore letter, which is in a bag.
You showed it in an episode, in 2 episodes ago, I think.
So like, it's fucking like, they took care of us here, because they're polite Canadians, and they're like, this is the magic golden ticket. Show this to customs, and they'll let you right in, and you won't have to declare all your Lego bullshit, and like, it'll be easy. So I walk up to the fucking armored personnel lady at CBSA, Canadian Border Security Administration. And I'm like, hey, I'm here for a dorky Lego convention. Here's my paperwork, and here's my letter. And she goes, "Oh, you're here for BrickCan. It's sold out. Can you get me in?" And I kind of thought for a second, like, do I need to barter? Am I not going to get in? Do I need to take this fucking chick's email address and start flirting? Like, and I was like, I'm sorry. But I did the most Canadian thing ever, which is I said, I'm sorry, and she just let me right in. So yeah, that's my fucking weird journey here. And it's Canada, and it's fucking rad so far.
Yeah, man. I think we should shout out like Lee and Langrish.
Oh, totally.
And Mary and Robin.
The whole crew.
And Flo. Everyone who like threw this on. Like, consider it's the first year, they sold out everything. They capped their registry.
This one's really cool because this one it's very self-contained. Like, I've been talking to my friends in the U.S. and some other fucking people, and I'm like, it's almost like I'm going to like a Lego convention on the moon because I'm taking a tube, I'm flying through space and time and air, and I'm gonna land, and then I get on a train on another tube, and I take that to a tube that goes from the train station across a thing to the hotel here, and then you can stay inside the entire time. Like, if you were allergic to oxygen, you'd be okay.
It's like a moon base here.
Yeah, it's straight up like this is a moon base, and inside the moon base is a casino full of bad Asian slot machines and Canadiana, and it's fucking awesome.
There's also a moon base inside this moon base, because we got micro moon base. It's moon base. It's moon baseception.
Shout out to Brom, who's making my moon base look great, because he showed up with a matching moon base, which was fucking perfect. Also, shout out to Brom for letting me crash in his room last night when I couldn't get a hold of him for like hours, and then I stayed out with Aaron until 2 in the morning. So, yeah, fucking cheers. We got other things to talk about. I don't know if you want to go too personal, but do you want to give a shout out to your lady?
Like, fuck, you pour me some of the farmhand, because she's a country girl. My lady, my attaché, as it were. My fiance, I brought her to her first Lego convention, and I'm glad.
It's a big word.
Yeah.
That fiance word.
Yeah, the big F word. So I invited her. She watches the show as well, so she'll be stoked. She's getting a shout out.
She's super cool. Like, I've been hanging out with her all morning and all
She was pumped. You gave her a shout out last episode or the episode before.
Yeah.
Which was super cool. So yeah, I took her to her first con, and like it's the perfect con for the first timer, I think.
And I feel like this is kind of a special con because there's like, sure, there's dorky people here, but it's not so huge that like the signal to noise ratio is really good.
Yeah. Like
the people emceeing the shit. Like, I hate fucking opening ceremonies and stuff. Today was easy. Yeah. It was fine.
Just more prizes,
Yeah.
Throw Lego at people. I got the book. I got the book award, yeah.
Yeah, Zach.
Nobody's stoked.
Shout out to Zach. Zach,
do you always get the book too?
Dude, he wants to punch a dude in the face.
I've gotten the book 2 or 3 times. It's all right. The architecture book.
What's perfect is this worked out perfectly because your lady got a Ninjago set that you clearly wanted, and she clearly wanted the architecture book. And I was like,
yeah, it was perfect.
Make it happen.
Although there are bricks. It's gotten to that point where my bricks are her bricks. She uses more of mine.
Yeah,
like
with like no fucks given. Yeah. Like, I'm using all the tan. Which is like...
Yeah, no, I asked her to come, and then, like, she's like, maybe I want to build something. She's built 2 buildings. Her first 2 mocks are, like, a 16 by 32 and a 32 by 32 mock.
They're not small.
They're not small.
Either. They're significant investments in time and energy and parts.
So, cheers to you, baby.
Yeah. Also, fucking shout out to Morrow. I feel like all my boys are getting married.
Is Morrow?
Morrow's engaged.
Sweet.
So shout out to you, Jenna, if you're watching this. And
congratulations.
Yeah, fucking Morrow's staying in this room, so he'll be here later, but he's not here now. Yeah, so it's fucking. I feel like this is a good con. Like, dude. Everything is really positive. Everybody's really happy. I think that's a very Canadian thing. Yeah. Like, everybody's.
Well, it's hard to be bummed at a con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and even the thing is, like, when you're Canadian and you're bummed, like, I told Aileen this story. So I showed up, and you take the train here, and it's $7.10 Canadian, which is less for me because I'm American. But it's still a good amount of money, and you go literally like 4 stops. It's like a 5-minute train ride.
Crosses zones.
So I get out, and I've been through subways and shit before, so I take my ticket, I put it against the thing, gates open, I walk through. Not a second later, I see this punk kid put his ticket, gates open, he doesn't walk through, gates closed, and then he's like, fuck! And it was angry and violent, and I was like, oh man, do I have to be concerned? And he goes, such a fucking rip, eh? 7:10 from the airport to here? And he was like legitimately sort of hurt. And I was like, man, I kind of feel bad for you. So I was like, dude, I think my ticket will still work. And then he was like, no. And I was like, another person will come and they'll let you in. He was just like, it's fucking rip, eh? And like, he was so angry. But he was like apologizing about how much of a rip it was to me. He wasn't upset about him being ripped off. He was upset about everybody being ripped off. Which is like the most like thing. Like, I feel like in America, somebody would be like, fuck you, I'm going to stab you. Like, I don't know. There's just a different thing. Or they'd just be like, fuck you, I don't give a shit about you. Like, it's all about me. Yeah. Whereas like here, it's like, everybody's like, hey, are you cool? Like, everything's cool. So yeah, fucking, I don't know. Like I said, we don't really have a good plan. But there is a good reveal, and I'm burying it. We're going to keep it to the end. And Aaron is fucking freaking out right now, because it's a good one. So, before we get into that...
Some show and tell?
Yeah, let's talk about the bags.
Where's the brick? I got three bags here.
I have a bag somewhere, live, uncut. Why don't you show your bag?
Okay, so we show up, and you show up and you register, and they give you, like, the swag bag, and... Usually it's got your brick badge and like some free brick arms.
Yeah, it's got
like a poly bag.
A poly bag.
And then they reach into this box full of parts.
Yeah, so it's just a standard Ziploc, but it's full of fucking gold.
It's full of gold.
Like
so like we'll do like the 3-second pull.
Yeah. Just grab some. Like every single one of these bags is awesome. And they're all different. They're all crazy different.
A frame in like weird frenzy blue.
Yeah, this is medium azure. This is the friendly dragon, the water dragon color.
We got shields in plain white and sand.
And blue.
Sand blue.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of these. What do you got in yours? There's some serious gold.
I got some fucking awesome shit in here.
So this has got to be a big shout out to like, you know, Robin Sather and like everybody at...
Oh, dude, they just made this happen. Like,
yeah. So like the lavender is like sexy as hell.
Look at this, dude. So I got a bunch of gold hollow 1x1s and dark red hollow 1x1 rounds. Which like these are so fucking awesome. I got L tiles in bright light orange, white. I got this in lavender. This fucking gate piece.
Yeah. This piece, trying to show this piece is ridiculous. The inkwell.
I got my fucking new favorite tooth piece. I've seen motherfuckers with bags of these that have them in gray.
I have some in gray.
Like, dude, it's great.
I have some in gray. It might be in the other bag.
Yeah. So, like, it's just every single one of these is this fucking, like, perfect little bag of, like, next year's lug bulk, essentially. Like, it's shit that we couldn't even get. And what they tell you when they give you this, and it's fucking great, because I feel like all these people that were working the reception are people that are, like, heavy hitter into the community. It's Flo, and it's Anu, and it's, like, Languish's mom, and they're like, here's the deal. We're going to give you this, and we strongly encourage you to trade with other people. Which is the fucking, like, greatest little community experience building. Yeah. And then you get this fucking perfect little Ziploc bag of, like, extremely rare parts.
They're
like,
all new. It's all 2016.
Insanely new rare parts and bulk.
Like I haven't seen the shield piece in anything other than blue and like the weird print. And so like we get them in gray.
Some of them are super weird. Like Brahm got one that's all of the 3x3 cross pieces in brown. This window in sand green.
Ooh.
And some sort of like tubular sculpted piece. And it's like, fuck, that's so good. Like, it's so great. And then other people, it's like a complete smorgasbord. So it's a total crapshoot.
So like, are these ones the new pointy pieces?
Yeah.
Are they in Nexo Knights? And
That's like
are they
my
in
favorite
black?
piece.
Do they come in black yet?
No.
Do you want some black ones?
Oh fuck yeah!
We'll have to trade. We'll have to trade.
Yeah. Like there's shit like I've never seen. Like it's fucking great.
So they know their audience, right?
Yeah.
They know the audience.
Yeah.
So that's the perfect. We can get like a poly bag or like a little mini set or whatever. But this is what the hardcores appreciate.
And this is where I really feel like they're killing it here. Is that this convention is very much geared towards you're a builder, and you're a builder that goes to BrickCon, and that means like a certain thing. That means like certain expectations. That means you want good parts. You want good games. You want community interaction. You want activities. You want like, cause like there's all kinds of cool games. Like I didn't even do any of the games. I'm signed up for all the shit that I didn't sign up for, but like whatever. But like even watching it and hanging out, like they're doing really cool things.
I wonder if I have it. Okay, let's do the whole
live Uncut. Yeah,
Uncut.
go for it.
Is it over there?
I'm not sure.
No, maybe I got this.
Oh, dude, you gotta show that. Bring that over
here.
So part of the cool thing about like these conventions is the coolest part is sort of this, right? It's like the hanging out with the homies that live in other countries
with a bunch of new brick.
With a bunch of awesome brick, and then Aaron's like, "Yo, I'm putting the kit together."
So
boom.
Yeah, there we are. So this is a couple mixels.
And these are super cool. You can lift the drawers out, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like that alone makes it like a super useful traveling kit.
But we gotta build, man. That's probably what we're gonna do after this.
Well, exactly. And I also feel like now that like Maro's here and Paz is here, like because I came in super late last night. I came in at like midnight. Today's Friday. It's early in the con. It looks like we're Frank Sinatra, like 2 a.m., but it's probably like 3, 4.
4 or 5
p.m. Not a.m.
You want to throw me the down easy?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what do you think? What are you thinking of like the Vancouver Island beer? Are you?
Dude, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I like the Saison. I tried the Farmhand. It's pretty good. I really like that down easy.
Yeah.
I've been drinking the Granville Island beers out of the tap. Like speaking of weird, subtle cultural differences. So I go to order a Bloody Mary at the bar this morning, right? To bring up to the like game bullshit. The guy's like, "Oh, you want a Caesar?" I know I want a Bloody Mary. What the fuck is a Caesar? And he goes, "Oh, well, it's with no tomato juice, and it has Clamato juice instead." And I'm like, where I come from, that's called a Bloody Mary. Go for it, dude. It's fucking great.
Well, I think a Bloody Mary is tomato. But you make yours with Clamato?
Yeah, like, well, it kind of varies from, like, place to place, right? Which is actually a big deal for my wife, because my wife is vegetarian.
Oh, yeah.
So she doesn't want the clam juice, and I feel like the clam juice is far superior, because it is. You need that squished clam salt in there.
I don't know. I can't do like clam juice.
I can't do straight clam juice. Like if you were like, "Andrew, here's a shot of clam juice."
Yeah.
I mean, I could do it if there was some sort of reasoning. But if you were like, "Andrew, here's some clam juice if you would like it," I'd be like, "No, thank you. I don't want that."
We have like, Fresca or crab juice.
Yeah.
Ew, I'll take crab juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I'm kind of just so excited that you're on the show, like, after all this time. Like, I feel like there's so many people I've wanted to have on the show, and you were, like, one of the first people that I was like...
that's kind. I remember before, I was like, just do it, man.
Yeah.
We want you, the Loftablats, you're killing it. You're episode 25.
I mean, it's going, and fucking shout out to any of you motherfuckers that actually watch this shit. Like, I'm continuously amazed that anybody wants to hear me bullshit on the internet at all. And like, it's great when there's other people.
Oh, you're entertaining when you bullshit about Lego in person, so you know.
I hope so. Well, and like, here's the thing that we were talking about earlier, and no offense to you, general public, fucking normal consumer, this show isn't fucking for you. This show is for the hardcores. This show is basically for like my stupid inner circle of like 12 friends where I'm like, "Hey guys, I got drunk and wanted to hang out and talk about Lego. I just did on the internet, and you can watch it, and like, you know, whatever." So hopefully that all works for the audience,
Yeah.
and
Hit the subscribe and like button and all that jazz.
yeah, press 1, 5 stars, give us a review. None of that means anything, but
Just
whatever.
watch the whole thing. I think they just count views.
Or just do whatever the fuck you want. Like, no one here is gonna tell you what to do. So anyway, oh man, I like this is so exciting that I don't want to necessarily reveal this until we tell all of the possible other bullshit we could. But I think that's kind of it.
Okay.
Like, so
you want the I'll tell the story up to the
Yeah.
point where you got the text. So
Okay.
I'm watching the episode.
it's the Q&A episode.
Is it the Q&A episode?
Yeah, 'cause
okay.
somebody asked me what my favorite non-space sets were.
Yeah. So he's talking about it, and he pulls out like the 91 whatever or 92 like catalog. He's like, it's this one right here, and I'm watching it, and as I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, okay. So I decide to text him a picture of said Wolfpack Renegades.
Like, look at how fucking amazing this is, dude.
Yeah. This is a system product.
This is my fucking favorite castle set ever, besides the Black Falcon's Fortress. And this might even be better than the Black Falcon's Fortress, because I feel like this is the more accessible thing.
Yeah.
And Wolfpack came out with basically 2 sets. This, and the, like, not a castle bridge thing. It's like, they didn't even give you a whole castle. They were like, these aren't fucking farmers. These are violent nomads. Like, they're gonna have a bridge.
Yeah.
That will be their entire base.
Yeah. So
Which,
like I'm lucky as a kid. I got both. I got the entirety of the Wolfpack line because all you had to do was buy 2 sets. But the funny story about this. So I work at a vintage toy store and I deal with toys a lot. And there's a bunch of guys all over town who check all the toy stores. And
do you want to shout out the fucking workplace?
Yeah. Like I work at a toy store in Victoria called Cherry Bomb Toys. We got a website, cherrybombtoys.com. We just opened up a toy museum on the premises.
They deliver righteous fucking awesome shit like this goddamn Triceratops.
I am Andrew's source for vintage turtles.
No,
so
but
we got turtles.
Look at, if you don't understand how awesome this is, look at this dude. It's a fucking Triceratops with guns, jeans, and an ammo pouch. Like, awesome.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of people that I'll get texts from these people who like check all the stores. And this guy Dusty, I run into him at the Winners, obviously, because we got to check the toy out at the Winners, which is the saddest fucking thing of all time.
Continue.
It's just terrible. And he's like, hey, I found this set. It was at Home Outfitters, which is like the home like decor.
It's like a TJ
Target.
Maxx kind of.
It's like Old Navy and that whatever umbrella of that sort of cheap-ish, all-right-ish shit.
Super discount.
Yeah, it's not super discount, but sort of like medium discount, like Target-ish, right?
Okay.
And he says he finds this on the shelf, and I think it was like $20. I think I gave him $30 for it. I was like, take my money, please.
And let's be clear about this. This is a set from 1992. Do you know what that means? That means this set is 24 years old. This is not a child. This is not a teenager.
This can legally drink in...
This is a fucking man.
Yeah.
This is an adult. This has survived long enough to do plenty of earth-shattering things in a discount store.
In a discount store for $20.
Like,
I checked.
Fuck?
Like Bricklink a couple years ago said it was like $80, mint and sealed box. So, yeah, I was watching the episode. He's talking about that.
Get in here, Mario.
And
Live and uncut.
Live and uncut.
Get in here. You've already interrupted. You have to be on camera now.
Right in the magic hour.
Right in the magic. I'm not even sitting on a real seat. There's nothing for you to sit
I
on.
can share it with you.
Yeah.
We just have to be careful.
No, we might fucking eat shit, but sit down.
I'm on the floor.
Okay.
This isn't my
so
episode
get in
I'm
here.
telling.
Get in here.
Oh, we got more.
What's up, internet? This is Brahm. Brahm has never been on the podcast.
True.
This is Morrow. You guys know Morrow. We're
Fucking
in Vancouver.
Canada.
You're gonna crouch for the rest of the episode.
No, I'm gonna half-ass it on a.
All right.
Yeah,
To be
okay, we're
clear,
good.
Yes.
up until this point, the audience has been like, "Oh, Andrew's sitting on a stool."
Uh-huh.
No, what I'm sitting on is like,
Like a drag.
Yeah,
Do you want to pass me that beer?
This one?
we're
Okay,
rather
so
short on
we've
beer,
changed
gentlemen.
beer. Now we're drinking Blue Buck by Phillips. This is my residual self-image beer. In the Matrix, when I think beer, this is what I think.
Do you want to tell the red truck story?
Yeah,
We
so
should.
there's a funny thing about this beer. This is one of my favorite beers. It used to be called Blue Truck Ale, and it's because the brewery that brewed it, they owned this old shitty mail truck, and they just like spray bombed it blue and put like the shitty, this is my new brewery like logo on the side, and they delivered this beer, and it was the Blue Truck Ale, and we had Red Truck Lager.
We did have red truck.
We had Red
lager
Truck
earlier.
Lager earlier, and
Shout out to the Curve bartender. That
Yeah.
dude's pretty cool.
yeah, so that's a place in Vancouver, I think Granville or whatever, a brewery, and they told Phillips to change the name, so it went from Blue Truck.
This is awkward as
to Blue
fuck.
Buck.
There's like no chairs. We literally have one chair in this hotel room.
Yeah.
Get in there. That's good,
Okay.
right?
So this set.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. So he's telling me he's saying that this is his favorite set, non-space set of all time, and I text him a picture of this. I said, hey, if you were to go to BrickCan, you could open this up on camera.
And the question was, do bribes work?
Yeah, do bribes work? Yeah.
And the answer is yes.
Yeah.
The answer is clearly yes. And what's hilarious is I was getting text messages from these two motherfuckers who were like, you gotta come to this con, you gotta come to Canada. And I was like, I don't know, dude, like, that's a third LEGO convention, I'm moving, like, I got serious responsibilities. And then Aaron was like, bitch, get here. Like, dude, so, Aaron and I have, like, a weird thing for Wolfpack. Like, we're gonna fucking crack this open, dude. I'm gonna fucking violate
Destroy
this
it, destroy it.
24-year-old child. I feel like I can't destroy it, dude. Like, it's too, maybe you can go crazy, but, like.
Oh, that's
So
fine.
we're gonna calmly open this up.
I can't guarantee that I also will not be freaking out about this.
Dude, look at these
There's a
bags. Look at these bags. These are the best kind of poly bags.
Yeah.
Perforated.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Solid.
Rom, this is for you.
Oh my.
Holy shit.
Is this a Lego club?
Dude, you have to unfold
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You have to unfold that.
Sweet.
I'm gonna.
So. You smell that like Denmark air.
So there's a couple of fucking
It's
awesome
in
things.
freaking Canadian.
What?
What?
Welcome to Brickcan.
I'm
Jonas
gonna
Lab,
not. I'm
Bois
gonna,
Lego
I'm
Club.
gonna try and not read that because my French is terrible, and I will offend every French person.
Dude,
So
Aaron,
welcome.
Aaron, you have to fucking like frame this.
All right,
dude.
you got the mailer.
Mm.
Cut it off and mail it in right there.
Dude,
Mm.
and like, here's the creepiest thing, dude. So on this is, I'm gonna show you the French side first. What is happening? Hey kids, are you a Lego maniac? Do you peer out from your giant wall of Lego with your East Berlin eyes? Like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, and okay, I just want to like that's cool. I missed this.
Oh,
I missed
yes.
this. Oh, I get the.
Yes.
Oh, it smells real good. Like kind of this like musty old printing. Oh, so this was like Ice Planet. And
Dude,
we had
Dragon Masters.
Dungeon Masters Castles looks pretty fucking sweet
have
over
such a
here.
Look at that
Yeah.
Ice Planet
Oh.
beautifulnulness, man.
I have such
This
a
is-
nostalgia boner right
Yeah, this right here pisses me off because the internet has killed this.
What?
And I miss this.
now. Oh, right.
Like everything is just go to lego.com. Let's just go to lego.com or
I see that.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So here, you gotta crack open one of the
All
poly
right.
bags.
So like, fucking awesome shit. This is a fucking Wolfpack flag from 1992. Look at this bag. Look at this beautiful perforated. Smells like my childhood. And this set is so fucking gangster. Like it's literally
It's
this
the
set.
smuggling cart.
Yeah, this is the Millennium Falcon of Castle. Like easily. You guys don't understand how happy this kind of stupid polybag makes me. Like, I wish Lego still did this, because there's a weird particular thing. Like, no other toy you got had this perforated, sort of plastic, crinkly deal.
Dude, do you remember when the heads came on the Lego minifigures in the bag?
Do you remember when the heads had mustaches like Burt Reynolds?
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember when they had just invented head printing and they're like, hey, what can we reuse these for? Let's put them on a castle set. Because they're two pirate heads.
That was this was.
Oh,
like,
you know what was my fucking favorite part from this set?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Gray-
man,
gray-
dude!
gray bird.
Like, and
Gray bird.
this is old dark gray, and he is perfect. He's my little friend now. Oh man, this
Look
set
at how
is so
fucking
good.
badass this
So
little guy
good.
is. Oh, and it's so squeaky new.
Oh, you know what? You know what's rad about this set too is this didn't have real gold. This predated real gold because this predated pirates. So you got fucking yellow gold, which is just straight yellow fucking bricks that make no sense. And for those of you who are like, you know, young adults, I guess, who don't know shit about this,
Younger than us.
this is the set, right? It's the cart. Oh, they don't even show it on here.
Hey.
Yes. Back in the day, they actually
Yes.
used to give us real infographics. See this set? This is fucking the Millennium Falcon smuggler panels right there, bitch. Like, look at that. You're just like, no, I'm just a dude hauling a barrel. Surprise, smuggling treasure. And oh yeah, I can build a stable and a fucking horse cart over here because I'm creative and not a retard.
And until the parents complain that there's no instructions.
Yeah, assholes. Why'd you have to ruin it?
Thanks,
Parents of
parents.
1992.
Like it's so squeaky. Somebody like take over and start like snapping bricks together.
I'm not even really concerned about putting this together entirely
So
on
we're like
camera.
there.
I just want
I'm
to...
just like
No,
I'm
but
just
I'm just saying.
thrilled about
I'm just
having
saying.
this
Snap
here.
a couple because like they're really tight and squeaky. It's like
Yeah.
I also want to point out this is a, how many pieces? Like a couple hundred piece
It's
set?
193.
193, and all of the instructions fit on one page.
Oh no, it's
One's-
93.
93.
Okay, well still,
Boom.
I'm pretty
93.
sure if this were a set that came out today, this would be a book that was, 50
Yeah,
pages
yeah.
thick.
yeah.
Because you need one step per piece.
Yeah.
And so... And
But yeah, the bricks they feel real nice.
Mhm.
You
Oh,
got
man.
it. You got to snap.
Yeah,
Do it,
I
do it.
gotta put.
Everyone like
I gotta put a little fig together because like, number one, like they both came with capes, which I kind of liked. Like they both had the hoods, but they're like different badasses.
Mhm.
Like one dude is like clearly the dude with one eye is the more hardcore of the two.
He's the
and
veteran.
and he's shown with the shield here,
Mm-hmm.
which is the most gangster like fucking thing you can
this
have.
guy needs the black. Yeah.
So I don't know if we necessarily want to record all of this slowly, us putting the set together poorly on camera. So on that note, you guys want to get in here? You want to say goodbye to the internet?
Yeah, let's go
Goodbye,
like drink
Internet.
and build more.
All right.
All right,
Bye.
Canada.
Welcome to Canada.
Fucking rock on. I'll see you later. Peace.
Peace.